In this video, we're going to talk about one very powerful strategy that is often underutilized, and this strategy is made for business growth, for fast business growth. So I'll be giving you some practical tactics a little bit later on in this video. So by the way, my name is Greg Ranger, and I help business owners increase their revenue, but not how you might think. And actually, before we get started, if you're looking to grow your business over the next 12 months, be sure to check out gregranger.com and check out the quick video there. And if you do like what you see, fill out the form and we'll get on a call. So again, I'm talking about a very powerful strategy that is often underutilized. So let me tell you about a story that illustrates this point. There's a famous marketer that I respect a lot. His name is Dan Lok. And when he was first starting out as a copywriter, and this is many decades ago, so he tried many things. And by the way, for those that don't know what copywriting is, essentially it's the art and science of writing sales copy or text that influences people. And typically the influence is to either get them to buy, to check out your video, but oftentimes is to buy, your product or whatever you're selling, right? So if you have very compelling sales copy, people will buy more from you essentially because you're conveying the values of your product in a very good manner. So that's what copywriting is. So the story is when Dan Lok was first starting out as a nobody, nobody knew him, he didn't have a reputation, and he was just trying to drum up business as a copywriter. So basically he tried a ton of stuff. He tried cold calling people, walking into businesses and offering his services, cold emailing, and almost none of it worked. But he did one thing that was really smart and effective, and this one thing really skyrocketed his business. So what he did is he found a local prominent business owner that also turned out to be a really good marketer. And what he did is he rewrote the sales copy from the website. So this businessman was selling some products or services on his website. And what Dan did is he spent a lot of time and effort and rewrote the sales copy on this website. And he contacted the businessman and he said, listen, I think if you try out this copy, it's going to convert better. It's going to lead to better sales, more sales for you, more business. And basically he did this without expectation. It's like, here, you should really try it out. It could really improve his conversions. So what that businessman did is that he did indeed test the new sales copy that Dan had wrote for him, right? So he did what we call a split test. So he ran the old sales copy versus the new sales copy. And the new sales copy that Dan wrote significantly increased the sales, right? So that's a good sign for Dan. Now, what ended up happening is that this prominent businessman opened up his Rolodex. So basically he gave Dan some more contacts. He gave referrals to Dan. So since, the copy on his website significantly improved, he got great results. He's like, you know what? Dan is trustworthy. I'm going to pass him. I'm going to give him business. I'm going to put him in touch with other businessmen I know, and so on and so forth. So that's how Dan was able to generate business. What he did is he strategically selected one key individual that could open up the doors to many other potential clients. So here's how you can apply this to your specific business. So what you want to do is you want to sit down and write down a list of 20 to 30 to 40 potential strategic partners like this, like key individuals. And a good question to ask is, who already has your ideal clients as a customer, right? But is not your direct competition. So let me give you an example. Say you yourself, you're an IT service provider, right? You might partner up with an ad agency that also serves small business owners. If you're an accountant, a classic one is to partner up with a lawyer and vice versa. If you're a mortgage broker, you want to partner up with a real estate agent, with a home builder. Actually, this one is pretty cool. If you're a house painter, you want to partner up with real estate agents, right? So oftentimes when they sell a new home, it needs a coat of paint. So what one of my friends did is, as a house painter, he partnered up with real estate agents that give them all this referral business to paint new homes. So another example is, let's say you sell to dentists. What you can do is you can partner up with dental software vendors, the dental suppliers. So all the gloves, the free toothbrush, that comes from suppliers that specialize in giving that stuff to dental clinics, right? So you can partner up with them. You can also partner up with dental office outfitters, essentially the people that install the chairs and all the big equipment, like the lights on top and all that stuff. You can also partner up with accounting firms that specialize in dental billing, right? So there's all sorts of potential strategic partners and clients that you can identify that if you just got one of them, it would open up the doors to maybe 50 or 100 new clients for you. So it's a good way, we all have limited time and effort. So if you can focus your effort on one or two of these strategic partners and offer them something valuable, then it can really grow your business. So, step number one, again, is to really identify, make a huge list. And then number two is to come up with something that's valuable for that person, for that individual. So if you recall the story, what Dan did is that he rewrote the entire sales copy of the website. And actually that takes a lot of time and effort, because you got to think, okay, how is the potential buyer going to react? Do I need to tell a story for this, and so on? So what about you? What can you offer that's valuable to your strategic partner, your future strategic partner? Can you offer them a free service? If you have software, maybe it's lifetime access to your software. If you do consulting, can you do an exchange of consulting services? Can you give them a free, if you're a dentist, can you give free dentist appointment? Or even better, can you connect that individual with someone that is also would be worth it for their business, right? So if you're an accountant, can you connect them with the accountant's ideal clients, right? And vice versa. So think of something that would be valuable to offer, and you want to offer it without expectations, right? So the reason I told you to identify 20 to 30 of these people is that not everyone's going to be super excited to offer, to react to claim your offer, right? Your free offer. Even if you're doing something that's valuable to them, people are busy, they might not respond. So speaking of which, step number 3 is to actually deliver your valuable offer. So just to give you an example, say you record a long detailed video that shows a business owner how they can improve their websites, right? So let's say I'm a marketer and I identify 20 business owner, and what I do is I go on their website and I record a video saying like, hey, here's how you can improve this, you should improve that, you should switch this to that, and test it out, let me know how you think and what you see, and it should really improve your sales, right? So you want to be able to deliver that video, right? So what I mean by this is that the business owner might not respond to email, so you need to find a way to reach out to them. So that might be via LinkedIn, via Twitter, via Facebook, via YouTube. So there's different ways to reach out to this business owner. So you got to map out how you're going to then send your valuable offer to them. So I hope that makes sense. So basically there's 3 keys to this. Again, just to recap, you want to clearly identify those strategic partners that could open up the doors to, hundreds of your ideal clients. Number 2 is to come up something that's valuable, that's actually valuable, that's not surface level valuable, but that is really, really valuable to your potential client or your potential strategic partner. And then you want to deliver it, right? So basically that's the bottom line, those 3 key steps. And then again, if you are serious about growing your business over the next 12 months, be sure to check out gregranger.com. Watch the quick video there. If you like what you see, fill out the form and we'll talk. The reason I say 12 months is I'm doing this for the long term. Basically, I only take on long-term clients. So I want to make sure that we can actually generate some results for you over the next 12 months. And we set some goals, we set some targets together, and then we hit them together. So again, I want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below. What I do is I will answer those questions in the next video. So be sure to leave your questions below. And again, if you like this type of content, like and share. Again, my name is Greg Ranger, and be sure to check out gregranger.com. Have a great day, and that's it. Cheers.